If anybody's here, can you make your presence known for us? Yeah, so we're gonna dive deep, see what we can catch. We've already been hearing some knocking. I know when you first got here, you heard some noises that you kind of couldn't.
I heard a whisper.
Right.
Like behind me. So, I mean, there's definitely something here.
Dude, I swear to God, I think I just saw something in this room.
The New Reality Paranormal is a great YouTube channel that focuses on paranormal explorations that take place inside run-down abandoned buildings, as well as other eerie videos that will give you your horror fix. In one particular upload, the crew behind the channel ventures out to a chilling abandoned farmhouse, located somewhere in Southern California. The video in its entirety is approximately 45 minutes in length, so if you're looking for a detailed, lengthy paranormal investigation, then this video will probably be highly entertaining for you. But by far one of the scariest things in the video happens toward the end, when one of the men in the group starts an attempt at making contact with a potential spirit in the area. Watch this.
I'm in the other room. Get out of here, woman's voice.
You heard that, right?
I heard that loud.
Let's go in here, dude.
Not safe.
Woman's voice. Try another male voice. Jesus. Woman's voice. Please go. Woman's voice. Steven is here. Who's Steven? Another guy. Guy. This place is haunted. Something cold is touching my knee right now. You got me. Woman's voice.
It may be hard to believe, but there was something bizarre happening during that clip, and if you didn't notice it, then I don't blame you. But by adjusting the brightness, it appears much clearer. Look to the left of the screen and see if you can spot it now. It's worth noting too that this strange ghostly apparition begins to move just a few seconds after the crew begins to talk out loud, meaning that this ghost could have been trying to respond to their words. Or perhaps there is a simpler explanation to this. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. A man on YouTube going by the username CycleSocial is relaxing in a boat and fishing, and is trying to enjoy the warm sunny day outside. For a while he's doing exactly that. He seems to have no worries in the world, but that soon changes when he begins to hear something utterly creepy and unexplainable. Take a look and have a listen.
Those birds freaked out. What the hell is that noise? I'm going over there. I need to hear whatever the hell's happening over there. Hey, do y'all hear that screaming? Is that something I should be like worried about? I think my day is about to be ruined.
Are you okay?
The man proceeds to row the boat towards where he thinks the source of the sound was coming from, but strangely he's unable to find anything whatsoever. Eventually he calls the police, but when they arrive, they are unable to find anything or anybody in the vicinity that was screaming. Interestingly, one commenter says that at one point it sounds like the woman is saying, "They're killing me," in Spanish. If this was genuinely a woman in danger, we can only hope that she got the help she so desperately needed before it was too late. On September 6th, 2009, a mysterious YouTube channel known as RexyBoy34 uploaded a video to his channel in which he ventures out to a forest with 3 of his friends to simply mess around and explore for the day. However, as is often the case, what this group of friends thought would be just a typical walk through the woods ended up turning out to be something truly terrifying, and would give them a story to tell for the rest of their lives. All seems to be going well when all of a sudden Rexy notices something behind 2 of his friends that scares him. Have a look and see.
What the hell is that? Behind you. I'm being serious, there was something there. There was. I'm not, there was something there.
As soon as Rexy tells his friends to turn around, the mysterious figure disappears without a trace, causing Rexy to insist that there was something there. By taking a good look at the footage he captured, it is clear that there definitely was something there. Still looking around, the friends are ready to brush it off and continue on with their nature walk when all of a sudden, this happens. Understandably, upon noticing this strange figure lurking behind the tree, the friends proceed to let out a piercing shriek before running away, the video abruptly ending shortly thereafter. Sadly, we don't really have much information on this video and what happened afterward, mainly because of just how quiet Rexy's channel has been. This was the only upload he ever made on YouTube, and seeing as how it was all the way back in 2009, I think it's pretty safe to say that he won't be uploading again anytime soon. A TikTok user named Nick Cimino seemingly runs a store. In a video he published to the platform this June, the store seems to be closed for the time being, which is why Nick is able to record with no chattering noises from customers. He says that the building has been experiencing some bizarre activity, so he decided to pull out his phone to see if he could document this for his followers. Judging by the looks of the following footage, I'd say his efforts proved to be successful.
Okay. It literally just stopped. It literally just stopped. Okay, can't show the code. Can't show the code. Something literally flew off the wall. Bro. Oh my goodness, Jesus. I don't even know where to go. Okay. Holy, look at this.
Throughout the video, loud banging noises can be heard coming from somewhere nearby, but no matter where Nick looks, he cannot find the source. He says that the shop that was next to his is now gone and is completely abandoned. He says that usually when he hears these noises, they come from either the attic or from within the walls themselves, which is quite freaky. Because this video is so new, no concrete explanation has been given as to why these strange noises are happening and what is causing them. Let's just hope it's not anything too terrifying. A man named Chris operates the YouTube channel Urbex Hill that typically focuses on the channel owner as he ventures out to various different abandoned and haunted buildings such as churches, schools, hospitals and sanctuaries, all of which turn out to be very creepy in one way or another. In this video uploaded to his channel on June 13th, 2021, Chris heads out to explore the now abandoned Warner and Swayze Observatory, located in East Cleveland, Ohio. The observatory was built between 1918 and 1920 by Worcester Warner and Ambrose Swayze. Together, they were the owners of the Warner and Swayze company that specialized in precision instruments and telescopes in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The building was in operation until 1982, when business was no longer working for Warner and Swayze, who ultimately ended up in jail for mortgage fraud. When Chris arrives at the historic building, the outside looks lush and almost inviting, so he heads inside and investigates. For a long while, Chris is unable to find anything of huge significance that will help his investigation, but that all changes rather soon.
Ouch. Shit.
Did you see it? If not, I don't blame you. It can be a little hard to see, plus it does happen rather quickly. But if you look right about here, you can make out what appears to be some sort of a shadow figure looking at Chris before ultimately heading back inside the observatory. Judging by Chris's nonchalant demeanor, I don't think he noticed this at the time either. But one thing is for sure, he must have gotten quite the scare when he reviewed the footage and saw that looking back at him. There's just something so indescribably freaky about watching an old grainy videotape from decades past. Even if the video in question doesn't feature anything physically terrifying, just the mere tone and atmosphere to the video is enough to send shivers down your spine. This is one of the reasons why found footage horror films are so popular. However, this particular YouTube video published in January of 2008 by a channel known as Unwolfmeat Light Ox definitely shows something genuinely terrifying happen. The video begins with a man explaining to any potential viewers that he has been living in this house for a little over a year, and throughout that time, he has constantly been hearing bizarre noises coming from somewhere inside. But interestingly, every time the man searches the house for anything suspicious, he comes up completely empty. Now he wants to see if he can capture these noises live on camera for the whole world to hear. As the man makes his way carefully throughout the house, he does end up hearing a noise, albeit one that he probably didn't see coming. Take a look and have a listen.
Is it on?
Yeah, what's going on?
Alright.
Dude, I'm not going in there.
I'm not going.
No. Nicole, I think you should go.
Go.
Dude, just go. Hurry up.
You go. Oh, shit. Dude. What the What was? You get it. Go, go.
The man creeps his way around the dark room when all of a sudden, a strange ghost-like apparition can be seen emerging from the shadows before making a loud shrieking noise, causing the homeowner and the cameraman to run away as fast as they can. Gratefully, it seems as though the uploader of this video is completely unharmed, seeing as how he has uploaded videos to his channel as recently as just a couple of years ago. As for whether or not he lives in the same house, let's pray that he doesn't, for his own good. Over on Reddit, A user named RegularJoe500 uploaded a creepy video that was recorded on a security camera outdoors, providing a bit of context along the way, stating, quote, "A horse died in this pasture beside my house a couple years ago. There are currently no animals in this pasture. The horse was black. This one appears to be white." End quote. So with that out of the way, let's take a look and see what Joe is talking about. As you can see, if you take a good look at the background, a strange white horse can be seen walking along the pasture, before the video eventually shuts off without any sort of explanation. So what do you think is happening here? The horse in the video definitely appears to be a little bit ghostly, although it could be something easily explainable, such as another horse wandering around nearby that ended up walking into the frame of the camera. But Joe is sure that no horses were in the pasture. Regardless, I will let you be the judge. This next entry contains 3 different videos published by Bree Must Be Woodstock, all of which were filmed by the same people in the same location. And as you can probably expect, all of these videos contain some eerie incidents that have yet to be explained. In the first video, Bree is exploring an undisclosed abandoned building late at night. Everything is dark and as quiet as a mouse inside, but that doesn't last for too much longer.
That was a girl screaming. What?
Bree's reaction to this sound comes across as genuine. As she proceeds to walk around on the lower level floor, she hears yet another creepy sound, albeit one that is a lot quieter than the last.
No. No, I can see it. There's a lot of dust up here. Yeah, you can tell the dust. You can tell the dust from the orb.
What was that? What the f was that? That sounded like splashing in water.
Yeah, I just splashed in the water.
What the?
Oh my god.
Was that for fun?
Yeah.
Is someone down there?
That sounded like gushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell the dust. You can tell the dust from the orb.
Just moments later, in the third piece of footage, one final sound can be heard, and it's this one that gets the most reaction out of Bree. Take a look and a listen.
I'd chop it out anyways. I don't want no long bullshit on there. I just want little clips of weird shit, you know?
Ah! Shut the f up! It was a beer bottle, dude. It was a beer bottle. It was a beer bottle. Who did that? Who is up there? Nope, don't go, Jordan. Who? This is the second night this happened.
Amazingly, instead of running away, Bree proceeds to ask who threw the bottle, but doesn't get any sort of response whatsoever. In the description of the upload, she explains that this footage was taken merely minutes after she entered this building. Let's just hope that Bree does not have the urge to visit this place again anytime soon, because who knows, maybe next time the spirits will be even more hostile. In this video published to Facebook by a man named Mitch Kuhn, we see dashcam footage of him driving late at night or very early in the morning, and for the first few seconds everything seems to be going perfectly fine, but out of nowhere this happens. There are only a few comments on this video, but all of them are in agreement that whatever was walking across the road is indeed very creepy. One commenter points out that this figure has a shadow, meaning that it probably isn't faked or edited. And if it is, the person that did so had to have done a terrific job. But if this is real, then what is this figure? Is it a ghost, or is it something else entirely? Let me know what you think in the comments. On October 2nd, 2006, a YouTube channel simply titled The Ghost Hunter uploaded an extremely short yet creepy video that has garnered over 100,000 views since its upload. The video, which was filmed at Upton Park in London, UK, showcases a black and white piece of security camera footage, which upon initial inspection seems to be quite ordinary and uneventful. Sure, the building looks empty and a little eerie, but other than that, nothing seems to be wrong. However, that all changes in a matter of seconds when all of a sudden, something incredibly bizarre can be seen on the staircase. Take a look. A tall shadow figure can be seen ominously marching up the stairs before eventually taking a right, disappearing into thin air. Ever since this video was uploaded to the internet over 15 years ago, it has had many people scratching their heads. What do you think this creepy figure is? Is this a shadow figure caught on camera? Was this just a strange camera or lighting trick? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. A YouTube user by the name of Phil Cock shared the following video to his channel on March 8th, 2015. In which he ventures out to a creepy haunted house to explore the area and see if anything there is worthy of being captured on camera. In the description of the video, Phil describes, quote, "Many years ago I documented paranormal activity at an abandoned farmhouse and outbuildings near my home. Built in 1892, this property was originally a pig farm and has not been lived in for more than 20 years. Today it is completely boarded up. I stopped going to this location when certain entities followed me home and began disrupting our family life." End quote. Let's take a look at the footage at about 1 minute and 25 seconds in. Although it definitely did take some time for there to be any sort of unusual activity in the room, sure enough, a chair eventually moves slightly around and does so several times before eventually falling to the ground. The next morning, Phil returns to the house and is shocked by what he discovers. Watch this.
People don't see us walking out in the middle of the field. There's the rocket. Wasn't that tipped over?
Yeah. Where did you have it? Or
Back in
did
that
you have
corner.
it that way?
The chair was tipped over.
Seeing as how nothing about the video seems overly faked or staged, it wouldn't be surprising if this footage is indeed real. During the chair movements, there doesn't appear to be any sort of visible string that could have been used to yank it down to the ground, and it wouldn't make sense for the chair to be back where it was the next morning when Phil returned. Regardless though, I am curious to hear your thoughts on this situation. Is this real, or is it just a hoax? Let me know in the comments. A man on TikTok named Joe, otherwise referred to as his username Royale with Cheese, posted a video with the description of the upload reading, "I'm not scared of anyone, but when it's supernatural or an invisible force, I don't know how to defend myself." He says in the video that he has been hearing scratching and banging noises coming from his roof, and in order to get some closure, he walks outside and looks at the roof to see if he notices anybody or anything, but is unable to find anything on top. Then he proceeds to investigate the area surrounding his chicken coop, and it's here that Joe gets quite freaked out, and for good reason. Take a look at this.
There's a lot of banging and scratching on my roof. I came out here to look and see. I don't see anything up there. I don't know what's going on. Hello? Do you hear that? Hello? 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 Told you I'm not welcome.
Most people would race back inside immediately after seeing the strange figure and hearing those weird noises right by them, but it takes Joe a little bit until he finally decides it's too risky to investigate further. Hopefully Joe is doing okay now, and hopefully the strange entity near his chicken coop is gone for good. This clip comes to us from a Reddit user named WKFNGRS, who shared the video to the immensely popular paranormal related subreddit Ghosts. In the footage we follow somebody, presumably the uploader, as he makes his way through the creepy Riverview Hospital, which is located in Coquitlam, British Columbia. A large portion of people get creeped out by everyday functional hospitals, and it's not hard to see why. So just imagine how much creepier a hospital would be if you explored it in the middle of the night. During the video, the uploader walks around the washroom area and begins to open up several of the stalls, but can't seem to find anything interesting. But just a couple of seconds later, that all changes. Take a look at this. As soon as the man in the video notices the door opening all by itself, he does sound genuinely shocked. It is weird, however, how he points the camera at the door before it starts moving. But it could have just been a coincidence. Either way, the quiet nature of this video, accompanied by the fact that it was recorded inside a hospital at night, makes it a very creepy watch. They always say that you're supposed to be extremely quiet while you're in the library, so you do not disturb the quiet and bother everybody else around you. But as you will soon see in this video, this particular library didn't really follow its own rules. The library in question is the Safety Harbor Public Library located in Florida. The footage, which was filmed at 5:36 a.m., creeped out the employees and owners of the library because of what happens during the recording. Take a look. A lot of people in the comments seem to be convinced that this video is indeed real, although of course it is possible that this was faked or nothing more than a loose book finally falling off the shelves. But it is also possible that this book flew off the shelf as a result of an unseen otherworldly visitor. Chris from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill is back at it again, and this time he's exploring an old abandoned school called the Central Academy, which is said to be quite haunted. But of course, seeing as how Chris has done this type of thing before, he decides to go in and have a look to see if there's anything of interest. Just 2 minutes into the investigation, while nearing the school's locker room, something very chilling happens that Chris doesn't seem to notice. A little while later, while exploring a dark and dreary hallway, something very similar happens that is equally terrifying. At this point in the investigation, Chris hasn't noticed anything happening whatsoever, but is continuing to look around nonetheless. Just as he nears his final minutes of investigating, he experiences a few more chilling things before he can exit. Listen to this.
Someone's upstairs.
As mentioned earlier, it doesn't seem that Chris noticed anything watching him from behind the pillars and windows, but if you look closely, you can make out what appears to be some sort of mysterious shadow figure keeping a close eye on him. One thing is for sure, when he reviewed the footage later on, he definitely had quite the scare awaiting him. On October 14th, 2019, a YouTube channel called Unexplained Mystery Theater uploaded a strange video to their channel that opens up with a bit of context by explaining that the following footage was discovered on a camera found in a Scottish woodland that was recorded by a biker who was using a GoPro to film. In the footage, we see two individuals riding bicycles through a snowy and icy forest, where all seems to be going perfectly fine. However, the man directly in front of the cameraman proceeds to slam on his brakes out of nowhere, causing the cameraman to wonder what the man could have seen that caused him to stop in the middle of the trail. As soon as the man turns his head ever so slightly to the right, he has his answer. Long story short, it is nothing friendly. Take a look. A mysterious witch-like figure can be seen ominously standing in the forest, staring at the two men before letting out a strange scream, which honestly just sounds like the scream of a fox, causing both bikers to pedal away as fast as they possibly can. The video ends not too long after, seemingly confirming that these two were able to make it out of the woods, albeit with the camera being dropped somewhere along the way out. If you take a good long look at the figure in question, it appears to be wearing long dark robes and has an incredibly strange looking face that appears to be mostly featureless and completely grey. What do you guys think happened here? Was it an actual witch caught in the forest, or was it just a simple hoax? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. A TikTok user named DarkSideOfKyle published the following 2 videos to his account and have been the subject of tons of discussion in the paranormal community online. In the first video, Kyle explains that he was moving into his new house supposedly alone, but then this happened. As you can see, some lights begin to flicker inside of Kyle's brand new house, and just a moment later, a door can be seen closing seemingly all by itself. When Kyle opens the door to investigate, he finds absolutely nothing.
What the F is going on? Things are going crazy now.
In the second video, Kyle is filming from behind this door, which can clearly be seen rattling around all by itself, which understandably freaks out the uploader. When he goes to investigate, he sees a hanging doll. What could possibly be going on inside Kyle's new house? Either way, it definitely seems like moving into this place was a big mistake. Not that he's to blame, because who can anticipate that the house you're about to move into is haunted? Let's hope Kyle can find a new place to live as soon as possible, or at the least find a way to live peacefully with these ghosts. The very first entry on today's list comes to us from the Spooks subreddit that I have mentioned in a few of my videos now. On the subreddit, I encourage you to share with me and others any and all paranormal footage you have for a chance to be featured on a video just like this one. We're currently at 2.7 thousand members, which is awesome, and I hope to see more of you guys join the community soon. The link will be in the description below. Posted by user It's Just Jay. The clip in question is titled, "Something Strange is in My Home." For the first little bit, everything seems to be perfectly normal, and you wouldn't suspect anything strange going on here. But that all changes when the uploader sits his camera down in one of his rooms and begins talking to the camera. Have a look around and see if you notice anything creepy during this section of the video.
I've been experiencing this kind of stuff, and I just have no idea as to why it's going on the way it is. I just feel so freaking scared. It's unreal, like literally. I think, to be quite honest, that it has something to do with that whole one man hide and seek video that I made sometime last year. But then it can't be that, because if it was, then something should have happened way before now. But I don't know. I don't know what it's doing or anything else like that. But
in case you missed it, if you look at the mannequin head in the background, it actually slowly begins to spin around almost to a 360-degree point. It appears as if the original uploader of this video didn't notice this while he was filming either, as he never mentions it when this happens and doesn't seem unsettled by anything. Either way, this is a highly creepy piece of footage that needs answers. Was this caused by something as simple as a string attached to the mannequin head, or some other elaborate hoax? Or was this footage of a ghost moving a mannequin head on camera? One would think he would have noticed the mannequin head spinning while editing the video, but let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts below. A skinwalker is a very popular creature in Navajo culture, and various stories regarding the skinwalkers have been shared for many years. Skinwalkers are typically described as a harmful type of witch that has the ability to turn into an animal of their choosing. In this video published by the YouTube channel Crooked 16th, we follow a person that ventures out into a creepy place known as the Gila National Forest, in the hopes to capture something scary on camera. Luckily for the videographer, it doesn't take long at all for the frightening things to occur. Watch and listen to this. If those blood-curdling screams weren't enough to send shivers all down your spine, a second video was published by the same YouTube channel that documents even more terrifying screaming sounds coming from the Gila National Forest. Because we never actually see any sort of figure appear on camera in any of these videos, it definitely is a little bit tricky to say whether this is a skinwalker or not, but it is entirely possible. As of right now, this eerie mystery has seemingly never been solved, so I want to ask you, do you think that these screams were coming from a skinwalker? Or was this just something entirely different, like a sound effect added onto the video while editing? Let me know in the comments. Chris from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill uploaded a video on January 20th, 2023, in which he ventured out to an extremely creepy abandoned school where he had quite a number of scares happen throughout the night. As he makes his way through the building, which is incredibly quiet and run down, he eventually hears some rather unnerving sounds and starts to see stuff that obviously freaks him out.
What is that? Oh shit. Do you hear that? Oh shit. Somebody's here.
As you can see, another person with a flashlight appears out of nowhere, only to then walk by Chris, who's understandably hiding. You can never know a stranger's intentions in a place like that. About 10 minutes or so later, Chris is recording himself walking into what appears to be the school's bathroom, and it's then which he gets a genuinely terrifying fright.
Shit. Somebody's in there. Oh shit. Scared the fuck out of me. Oh man. Fuck that. Oh man. Hello. It's a f***ing toy. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me.
The second time he walks into the bathroom, he finds out that it's just a toy, as he refers to it. But the fact that the figure suddenly drops to the floor the moment he looks at it is honestly really strange. He is then shown walking down this long corridor when he begins to hear something strange coming from above.
He's walking this way. Listen. Alright, I'm gonna go this way.
It's not even a full minute later that Chris gets yet another scare coming his way.
Safe is still here. I wonder what's in it. Oh shit. He was standing right here. He's probably in this room. Hello.
It is truly unexplainable how that person or shadow could disappear right in front of Chris's eyes. Afterwards, it was nowhere to be seen either. But just as he's getting ready to call it a day, it seems as though whatever creepy spirits or entities are lurking inside of the school decided to give Chris one last scare for good measure.
This is crazy. I remember the last time I explored it. Oh shit. I remember the last time I explored it. Oh shit. Hello? Hello? What the f***? Okay, I know I heard somebody coming down these stairs. I'm out.
It clearly sounded like someone was running down the stairs, but as you can see, there was no one there. Although Chris is clearly an experienced explorer, let's just hope for his own safety that he doesn't venture back to this creepy school for any further investigations. In January of 2013, a channel called Maximum Disclosure published a piece of footage in what looks to be a young child's bedroom late at night. The room is lined with things that are typically found within a small child's room, such as a crib, what looks to be some sort of playful carpet on the ground, as well as a rocking horse. Make sure to pay attention to the rocking horse when you watch this clip right here and see what happens. Even if this turned out to be fake, it still is quite a creepy piece of footage. You can't see any strings attached to it, but these could of course have been removed in post. In the description of the video, Maximum Disclosure says that the video was filmed while the baby was having a bath, and while the dad and baby were in the bathroom, this is what was captured. So, what do you think? Is this authentic footage of a paranormal entity rocking a horse back and forth? Is this all a hoax? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Ross Allison and June Nixon are two paranormal investigators that operate a ghost hunting team. Their channel is sure to be of deep interest for any paranormal enthusiasts, seeing as how their content is genuinely creepy and has an unnerving, realistic feel to it all. In this video published to Ross's channel in September of 2019, June is seen talking to the camera while conducting an investigation with a woman who experienced the feeling of something or someone following her home one night. She believed it was none other than a spirit. During the investigation, all seems to be going well until this horrifying moment is captured right on camera.
Hi, it's me again. Obviously. No one can understand why you have to scream, and neither can I. Why do you follow me everywhere? Please, can you just try to not scream? I have friends with me. They understand things in the spirit world. We all want to try to help. I'm going to turn it off now. Okay, let's see what we've got.
A petrifying scream can be heard coming from the recording device when June placed the tape back, and all she can do is show utter fear, confusion, and bewilderment. This screaming was not heard during the investigation, so where did this mysterious and terrifying screaming noise come from? The answer may never be uncovered. Archivo Extinto is a relatively popular horror/paranormal investigation YouTube channel that follows the channel's crew members as they explore a wide variety of creepy and haunted abandoned places from around the world and document their findings to their over 80,000 subscribers. The description of this particular video posted to their channel on June 13th, 2021 explains that they ventured out to a particularly eerie and possibly haunted house. The video is close to an hour in length, and as you can probably expect, it's full of terrifying moments and encounters. About 6 minutes into the investigation, one of the men slowly creeps forward with a flashlight in hand, when suddenly something falls and freaks him right out. Watch this.
¿Qué puede ser? Se me afiguró como una cruz. ¿Una cruz? Ajá.
They certainly find this a little bit weird, but decide to press forward and carry on. Eventually, they come across a bizarre object that captures their attention. It appears to be small in stature, but they can't seem to determine what it is exactly, so they ignore it and move along. But as you're about to see, they don't get too far before something stops them dead in their tracks.
Una tapita, ¿qué es? Sí. Y tratas de sacarla. Es como una pipa, ¿no? Creo que sí. ¿Sigues? Ah, no mames. ¿Qué? No.
Although at this moment they are probably increasingly more worried and paranoid, they ultimately decide to open the door anyway, just to see if there's anything or anybody inside.
Hola. ¿Alguien se metió?
After they don't seem to find anybody inside the room, they stop for a moment to get a better look at the mysterious object they picked up just moments ago. An object they later believe is known as a totem of witches.
Oye, ve esto. ¿Qué es? O sea, no sé si tocarlo es lo que tenga que hacer, pero vele los ojos, güey. Los tiene cosidos.
They put it in their pockets and move outside, where they suddenly encounter the most terrifying thing yet. Look at this.
Güey, allá, cuidado. Se vio algo allá. Güey, allá, cuidado. Güey.
This creepy figure proceeds to stare at the two men for several seconds before darting back out of view. But the man filming notices the strange, non-human looking figure at the last second, and they try to find out where it went. Ultimately though, they are unable to discover its whereabouts after that first encounter, no matter how long they search. Although Archivo Extinto is well known for exploring creepy places, I don't think they're going to want to go back to this house anytime soon. It's no secret that chicken is one of the most popular and beloved meat-related foods in the entire world. It may be hard to believe, but according to Comfy Living, approximately 8 billion chickens are eaten in just the United States per year. And as you'll see in this video, it seems that even paranormal entities have chicken cravings every so often. The video in question was published to Reddit, with the uploader explaining, quote, "My mom sent me this just now and I want people's thoughts on it. My mom asks my sister if she wants chicken or a burger, and it sounds like someone else responds to her question. Take a listen."
Right back, okay? You want chicken or a burger?
I'm calling back. I hear the house.
You want chicken or a burger?
I'm calling back. I hear the house.
A deep, growly voice says the word chicken before the video abruptly cuts off. Is this audio proof that paranormal entities have chicken cravings? Was this even a ghost or something else? The OP wondered if it could be her sister, but it seemed to her that that would be very unlikely. Her mom also told her that she'd heard the exact same voice over 10 years ago in a different house, which adds a new layer of creepiness to this video. Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. ILM and Barno Paranormal is a well-known paranormal investigation YouTube channel where viewers can watch their various dangerous adventures exploring some of the creepiest places imaginable, including abandoned houses, factories, and forests. In this particular video, we watch as the uploader investigates an abandoned factory that he's went to many times in the past, which always proves to be crawling with terror and unknown horrors. From the moment the uploader steps foot in the building, it's clear that the place has definitely seen better days, as rubble and debris can be seen scattered around. Despite this though, he manages to press forward and do his best to ignore the state of the place. However, at around 3 minutes into his exploration, he is startled when all of a sudden he hears this.
Okay. Well, oh. Now I want. Hello? Where did that came from?
Although he's audibly confused and a bit worried about the noise he just heard, he manages to trek onward, doing his best to pretend that noise didn't happen. However, it's only a little over a minute later when he gets another scare.
I don't know if it was opened. Hello?
At this point, he's obviously getting more and more panicked by the second, but he still does a remarkable job at keeping his cool and braving the unknown horrors that the building has to offer. But then upon entering this room, he finds that there is absolutely nowhere in the building that's truly safe.
Did I close it? Or... Hello?
Working his way around the area a little bit more, he is greeted with one last creepy surprise before he eventually packs his things and leaves, which was probably the wisest option. Take a look and have a listen.
Jste tu někdo? Pokud tu jste, tak něco udělejte. It's this door, right? This one was opened.
ILMN is well accustomed to these kinds of places, but I think it's safe to assume that this factory is the scariest place he's been to yet. Jesse White uploaded a video to his personal YouTube account in December of 2019, where he explores a forest that he was close to while deer hunting in Wisconsin during Thanksgiving. White states, "My dad heard this strange sound and started recording it. It was much louder in person." He also says that he was about 150 feet away from his dad's location while filming, but he could still hear these sounds clear as day. So, without further delay, let's have a listen at these sounds.
I heard this sound. I have no clue what it is. I never heard it before in my life. Did you hear that? I'm supposed to be deer hunting now. I'm trying to Did you hear that? That's weird.
A lot of people in the comment section of Jesse's video are as equally confused as he is in regards to what could have possibly been making these creepy noises. Somebody in the comments says the sounds are very guttural and deep, and says they don't think it could be coming from a small creature, but rather a bigger one. Another person says that the sounds remind them of the sounds from the Blair Witch movie. Regardless of what was in the forest that day, one thing is for sure: it probably shouldn't be approached. A man named PJ Manson uploaded a video to his YouTube channel in August of 2020, stating in the description, quote, "Two friends and I were invited to investigate another friend's apartment that has been seeing non-stop paranormal activity," before going on to say that the following footage is easily the craziest thing that he has ever seen. It doesn't take long whatsoever for things to get more than a little unsettling as soon as PJ's friend starts to record the steps leading down to the downstairs area. Take a look at his startling discovery. A strange shadow-like figure can be seen peering from around the corner ever so slightly before the video eventually cuts off with no further explanation given. PJ states that at the time of the recording he was in the house but in a completely different room, hanging out with a friend who owns the apartment. This makes sense because the figure seen in the video appears to be completely dark and totally featureless. The only way this could be PJ is if he was wearing some sort of a morph suit or something. Interestingly, PJ explained in the description that while he was in the house, his phone was malfunctioning non-stop, and even says that some of the lights in the apartment flickered off camera. And even though this allegedly happened a while ago, PJ says that to this day, he and his friends have absolutely no idea what they managed to capture on camera that day. Let's just hope that whoever PJ's friend is has since moved out of this apartment and into a better one. One that's not being inhabited by paranormal entities. A little while ago on this channel, we covered the scary ongoings of a place known simply as Sally's house. If you didn't see the initial video where we covered this, I highly recommend you go watch it as it is filled with highly disturbing moments. But it seems as if the Urban Project YouTube channel has gone back to Sally's house in the hopes to capture more paranormal entities on camera. And if this video is any evidence, it seems as if they might have done just that. The first bit of evidence in the video comes at around the 30-minute mark, as we see one of the explorers walking around a room in Sally's house. Suddenly something happens that startles the man and causes him to let out a scream. Take a look.
Is your spirit still here? Are you the old man that died here that haunts this place? Are you still... Ah! Yeah!
It definitely appears as if that flashlight fell to the ground all by itself, and definitely gave the crew of this expedition a good scare. But if that wasn't unsettling enough, just a few minutes later, one of the men is exploring the kitchen area, where he opens the fridge and finds a gigantic spider inside. If that didn't creep him out enough, what happens next definitely will. Let's take a look.
Bad vibes. Really bad vibes, mate. You want to communicate? Oh, whoa!
While nothing highly nerve-wracking happens in this video, it is still scary and disturbing nonetheless. Walking around a creepy place like this and having things falling from behind you would be more than enough for most people to pack up their things and leave. Trust me, I know that from my own personal experiences. On the popular ghost subreddit, a user by the name of Fit Then Fat shared a video with the title Someone caught this on a home security in my country of Costa Rica. The video is definitely a little bit grainy, and it can be hard to see because it was filmed late at night, but it's definitely one that is deeply unnerving. For the first few seconds of the video, we can see and hear a couple of dogs barking very angrily at something off in the distance, but we can't yet see what they are barking at. However, that all changes quite fast, as this strange entity enters our field of vision. A different angle of the same creature can be seen on TikTok user Javier Chavarria's piece of footage, which sees him and a group of his friends outside when they see the creature far off in the distance. Take a look and see.
Uy, perro.
Esa madre nos quedó ahorita que
salimos nosotros, mae. Grave, chino.
Mae, se la monja, mae.
Nos acercamos.
Dale, pica el culo. Usted
¿Sabes que casi no?
Ese hijo de puta con la uña uno, mae, que no se acerca.
Venga, pero venga, weón, pillo, mae. ¿Qué pillo más cagón, mae?
Mae, será la...
Se le tira encima a uno, si es la mona, güey. Esa madre se le tira encima.
Al chile.
¿La tiene ahí?
Sí, pero no enfoca ni picha.
No, está muy largo, mae.
Mae, qué feo se parece un mono esa picha.
Mae, sí, la madre está así, mae. La madre está así, picha.
No enfoca, pero sí se ve el bulto.
Nosotros salimos por ahí y ahí no había nada.
Mae, qué raro esa picha.
¿Ves, mae? No, yo digo, puta, ahorita viene por acá, mejor.
¿Ustedes la alumbraron?
Mae, cuando venían de allá.
Many people believe that this creature could be the urban legend of La Mona, which originates in Costa Rica, which adds up to the video's filming location. La Mona allegedly roams around late at night and is said to stalk those who walk the dark roads. If somebody dares to look at her, they will see a woman with a face that resembles that of an ape with red eyes and a short stature. Although we cannot get a crystal clear view of the creature on these pieces of footage, the description does seem quite accurate regardless. But what do you think? Was this authentic footage of La Mona captured on camera? Is this another creature? Or is this just one big fake? Let me know your theories in the comments. On December 1st, 2020, a well-known YouTube channel within the horror community known as Ogden Paranormal uploaded a video online that features them exploring the eerie Goldfield Hotel, located in Nevada. Paranormal videos that are about 45 minutes in length usually tend to be the videos with the most creepy stuff happening consistently throughout, and this one is no exception. Just 2 minutes in, something strange happens when the crew explores one of the hotel's many hallways. Hearing these unexplainable things would be enough for many people to flee the scene immediately, but not Ogden Paranormal.
I'm walking outside just to cool off. It's just a paper. That wasn't the paper. No, that wasn't. Something really. That wasn't the paper. No, that wasn't. Something really. That wasn't the paper. No, that wasn't. Something really.
Unaware of all of this early activity, myself, Jossam, and Caden begin investigating in the basement, while Desmond and Eric head up to the second floor.
Is there anybody down here with us? You feel something on you, Caden?
What was it?
I don't know, it's like something touched my hair, my arm.
They carry on their investigation, and at around the 12-minute mark, they encounter something else that is sure to chill you to the core.
First off, we want to introduce ourselves. Like I said, I'm Desmond. Across from me, we have Eric.
Hello.
We're not here to cause any trouble or to be disrespectful or to hurt anybody. We just want to try to communicate with you guys. And if you're willing to answer some of our questions, we would appreciate it. So, if there's anybody upstairs with us, we have Eric.
Hello.
We're not here to cause any trouble or to be disrespectful or to and if you're willing to answer some of our questions, we would appreciate it. So, we would appreciate it.
Judging by the looks of things, it appears as though the group did not hear those eerie voices that seemingly responded to them. So, they continue their exploration around the hotel, but it's only a little bit later in which this happens.
Eric and I on the 3rd level of the Goldfield Hotel.
What's keeping you in this building, or what makes you want to stay here?
While they didn't receive any responses in the room they're in, our static camera in the hallway captures an intelligent EVP. It only makes sense that Eric's name came up, considering what he went through at the Goldfield High School.
What's going on, bro?
I feel like I just got socked in my stomach. I feel so nauseous now.
It's like you got socked in your stomach?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we'll never know exactly why the spirits of Goldfield targeted Eric.
These investigators stay a little longer and make their way to a room where they sit down and set up some equipment to try to speak to more spirits that could be in the room with them. It seems as though this may have worked a bit too well. Take a look at this.
You're welcome to use the energy from our equipment here. If you want to drain these batteries, either this one in front of me or the one Desmond's holding. They're not going to harm you in any way, but you can use that energy, and if you can harness that, do you think you could roll this ball? That way we know you're here? Yeah, buddy. Just got thrown out here. Something got thrown?
Jossam calls us over the walkie because he was awoken by something being thrown near him. While we didn't hear this in real time, our camera's audio was able to pick up the sound.
What got thrown?
Are you sure it was plastic? You have to give me that. Did you have plastic right here? Is it like that? No, it looks like something on the top? Yeah.
Oh, never mind. It's cotton ball.
It's like fence, though.
We were unable to locate whatever was thrown, but whatever it was thrown with enough force to wake Jossam up. We decide to split up again, so myself and Desmond head up to the 4th floor while Eric, Caden, and Jossam head down to the basement.
The group explores the building to see if they can find the object that sounded like it was being thrown in the lobby, but as you saw, they couldn't find anything at all, which understandably baffles them. Shortly after this, a few members of the investigation start to hear terrifying noises coming from above, despite the fact that none of them were upstairs at that time.
Is that above us? I heard footsteps.
There is nobody above us at this point, so we should not be hearing any footsteps, especially ones that are that loud. Des and I get no further evidence, but he stays up there with Eric and Caden while Jossam and I head to the basement.
The Goldfield Hotel has a reputation for being one of the most haunted buildings in Nevada. And judging by Ogden Paranormal's investigation there, it certainly lives up to its name. Do you think they captured authentic paranormal footage that day? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Really Haunted is a YouTube channel that has been featured here on this channel a couple of times in the past, and it's for good reason. His channel is loaded with some of the most convincing and goosebump-inducing paranormal evidence videos you can find on the internet. This next one is certainly no exception. In a video published to his channel on June 11th, 2020, the man behind the channel, named Lee, writes in the description of the upload, quote, "I believe my house is haunted. Over the last 12 months, me and my family have been subjected to paranormal activity that is both terrifying and deeply disturbing. A few weeks ago, we decided it was time we documented this, as no one believes that this kind of activity is possible." End quote. Throughout the first little bit of the video, we see a hallway door with nothing special happening, at least not for a little while. This all changes rather quickly at around the 2-minute and 30-second mark. So let's take a look and see. If that wasn't freaky enough, something else happens just a minute or so later that might be even creepier than the door opening. If this footage is indeed real, and the events Lee captured are all authentic, then it's no wonder why him and his family are absolutely horrified. There have been subsequent uploads on his channel since this one, and they are all paranormal related. So be sure to check out his channel if this footage piqued your interest. This highly unnerving video was published to the popular High Strangeness subreddit, which essentially specializes in hosting videos of some genuinely strange things caught on camera. In this particular video, it appears as if this Reddit user has filmed some chilling evidence of a potential UFO flying around in the sky over DC in the middle of the night. Take a look.
Whoa! Look, they moving. Look how they moving. What the f? I knew it. I was gonna see you something today. Oh my God.
That's the same kind
They're
of thing we
here.
saw across that bridge.
They are here. Whoa! It's not flares, because look how they moving away. Whoa.
I think it's out now. And now they're out.
One of them is still up.
The man is audibly shocked by his discovery, and it's not hard to see why. By all accounts, it definitely looks to be a UFO, but there's obviously no way to be 100% certain. What do you think about this video? Do you think that this Reddit user managed to capture some genuine proof of the existence of aliens? Or is there a perfectly mundane explanation to this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The following video was published to YouTube in April of 2016 by a user named HandleBandle, and opens up with a title card to give a little bit of context and explanation as to what the man saw on this particular day. Quote, "This video is 100% authentic and was filmed on April 28th, 2016 around noon. What I saw inside that building was unlike anything I've ever seen before. I think the next step will be to return to the abandoned building better prepared and with more people so we can potentially get a closer look." End quote. This video is certainly chock full of tons of creepy atmospheric moments as the uploader walks around the abandoned Pizza Hut, a place that once used to be a bustling restaurant but is now dark and empty. Throughout the exploration, it seems as though the uploader isn't able to find anything too noteworthy while inside. However, that all changes at around the 5-minute mark and accidentally ends up filming something truly bone-chilling. Have a look. Upon entering a certain area of the restaurant, the cameraman ends up filming what appears to be some sort of alien or humanoid creature sitting in the fetal position, which understandably causes him to run away in fear and panic. But remarkably, he does not let out any sort of scream like most of us probably would. The video ends about a minute later without any sort of explanation as to what was just filmed. However, the uploader thinks that he may have filmed the elusive chupacabra that day. Although that's certainly up for interpretation. Whatever it may be, let's just hope that this man stays as far away from this building as possible, just to be on the safe side. Over on the immensely popular Ghost subreddit, a user by the name of Sir Squid shared a video to the website in which he showcases strange and eerie occurrences that have been going on within his house. The uploader describes, "My wife and I occasionally hear footsteps when nobody is there, and sometimes this is followed by our rocking chair moving. I set up a motion capture camera over the weekend, and this happened." At first, I was a bit skeptical regarding the video. How do we know that somebody wasn't just rocking on the chair for a while before the camera started rolling? But then as the objects on the shelf right next to the chair began to fall to the ground, it definitely got a bit more intriguing. The events unfolding in the video would indicate that there must have been an entity using the rocking chair as it comes to an abrupt stop. And then, a few seconds later, is when the objects fall to the ground. Whether or not the uploader moved after watching this video is anybody's guess, but we can only hope. The following video was published to YouTube on March 15th, 2020 by a channel known as Spooky Links, and depicts a scenario between a man and a doll. To be more specific, the man in question describes that the doll in the video, known as Molly, has been haunting him and lashing out during the time in which he sleeps, and is unsure why or how this is happening. In an effort to try to capture anything bizarre and paranormal on camera, the channel owner sets up a camera pointed towards him and the doll, and begins talking to us about the doll. About 9 minutes into the upload, the man throws an object at the couch in which the doll is sitting, and instantly something happens. Have a look and see. It hit the person because they were blind. I always feel bad about that. The doll moves its hands upwards, almost as if trying to shield itself from the flying object, which causes the man to panic and drop the camera. And later on, his nightlight dies on him, which could have been due to the doll or naturally. But what makes this entry more believable is the man's emotional reactions as the video goes on. He seems genuinely terrified about the thought of this doll being haunted. Additionally, nothing overtly crazy happens in the video either, giving it a high authenticity feel. A Twitter account called Today China specializes in delivering the newest pieces of video news coming from within China. This video that they uploaded to the social media platform on June 21st, 2021 starts off fairly simple enough, but eventually divulges into truly creepy territory.
那个云现在全部都是红色的。哦，彩霞。嗯。有可能是灯光，就有点很难解释。
右转，那个3角形右转的。老白，你给我弄下来。哎，你看看这个彩霞。哦，我一看还是个彩虹的，这个云就吹过去的边的。
对，整边的。
是人的飞机好，
科幻片里边的一个飞船。
然后你有发言权吗？这个航空航天的从这个。我是皮毛。
我靠！
好吓人！真的。对啊。
靠！这事情搞大了。
好吓人！太吓人了。
好清楚啊！越来越大了。
真的是。 走大运啊！我拍到了，我也拍到了。我刚才一直看不到。
A foggy, cloudy sky is all that can be seen for the first little while in the video, but as you can see, after a brief little while, a mysterious pyramid-shaped object begins to emerge from the clouds, moving around very slowly. I'm sure the people that can be heard in the video are quite freaked out and are probably discussing various different explanations as to what this creepy floating object could be. Is this authentic footage of a UFO captured on camera? Is this just a camera glitch? Or is this just plain and simply fake? Let me know your ideas in the comments. You may remember a while ago on the channel, I featured a chilling video on TikTok by the user DinoNugget741, and now it seems as if he is back with yet another terrifying piece of footage to show the world. The uploader says he has a haunted basement and is going downstairs to investigate, probably because he may have just heard some sort of noise coming from within it, prompting his curiosity to get the better of him. When he goes to look a little bit further into the situation, he stumbles upon something horrifying.
Come on, man. Shit. I know, bud. I'm not afraid, man. Come on out, man. Yes. Hello. Oh, fuck. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
By looking at the enhanced image of the figure on the bottom right corner of the screen, you can tell that this figure is definitely some sort of shadow person or creature lurking inside this basement. Whereas most people would be too scared to investigate after seeing it, this guy proceeds to look around the basement and, as you saw, proceeds to get closed in as the door shuts on him while ascending the staircase. Hopefully this guy doesn't have to deal with more ghosts in the near future. Short and Stout Guy is a YouTube channel that features a plethora of videos relating to the paranormal, often showcasing authentic looking pieces of footage. And although it's been 9 years since the channel has posted any videos, there are still a handful of creepy ones. But none are quite as effective as the one uploaded in April of 2009. In the video, which was filmed on November 21st, 2008, we watch recorded footage filmed from some sort of home surveillance camera. For a while, all seems to be going perfectly fine. There certainly doesn't look to be anything wrong with the video or this dark corridor in general. However, as you can probably expect, that's all about to change. Very slowly, a highly disturbing figure can be seen peeking its head from behind a closet in front of the door at the very end of the corridor. It's hard not to feel unsettled when looking at whatever this strange figure is. What is it doing inside this house? And what does it want? Sadly, because this video was uploaded to YouTube in April of 2009 with no updates having been made public, it seems as though we may never know for sure. Let's just hope that whoever lived in this house at the time of the recording has since moved out and has been able to find some peace amidst the madness. Next up, we have a video that was originally published on YouTube on March 13th, 2007, so please forgive the poor video quality on display. I can assure you that the video you're about to watch is one of those creepy ghost videos that we very rarely see these days. It's a lot of fun to get a look into the past of ghost videos, even if they turn out to be fake. In the video, we see a man sitting on his bed, playing a song on his guitar. Nothing seems scary until a few moments later. Have a look.
Mengita. Kau ni. Tak nampak eh? Lagu lah. Entah lagu apa. Zana boleh. Wan. Hei. Kat luar ada apa? Kat luar. Tengok ah. Apa lah? Tengok ah. Betul eh. Gampang tengah malam macam ni pula. Kenapa? Tak betul. Kenapa lah? Aku nampak dia. Mana? Aku nampak benda putih salah ni. Sudah. Mata benda. Hey.
Anybody that sees that figure move in their room would certainly be horrified. The guitar-playing man was facing away from the figure, but the cameraman wasn't, and when he alerts his friend, he does sound believably scared. It's also worth noting that the title of the video refers to this figure as pocong. A pocong, also known as a shroud ghost, is an Indonesian or Malaysian ghost that is said to be the soul of a dead person trapped in its shroud. As you may know, it's been quite a while since I featured a pocong sighting in one of my videos. They are pretty hard to come by. So was this actual footage of a pocong captured on camera from more than a decade ago? Or was it something as easily explainable as a woman they knew, dressed in white, walking by the camera? Tell me your thoughts in the comments. Imagine you head out to your local Walmart grocery store during the day to get some things for the house. Obviously not thinking anything of it, because why would you? Only to then realize later on that somebody followed you home from the store. That's the situation that this Reddit user found themselves in. They uploaded this video to the aptly titled Creepy Video subreddit and showcases doorbell camera footage of a creepy man walking up to their front door, acting strangely before then leaving. Take a look. A comment from the uploader reads, quote, "For anyone asking if you left something, no, there are windows on each side of the doors. Blinds were open but not all the way. He was most likely peeping into my house. I checked to make sure nothing was left and I couldn't find anything." End quote. I think most people would be truly horrified if this happened to them. Let's just all hope that this creepy man never returns to this Reddit user's house ever again. Signs and Signals is a rapidly growing paranormal investigation channel on YouTube, and it's for a good reason. Their videos are almost always loaded with tons of incredibly creepy moments, and it seems as if with each video of theirs, things get more and more terrifying. In this particular upload, the group heads on out to an allegedly haunted place known as the House That Knocks, which surprisingly enough looks to be in relatively good condition, all things considered. But that does not mean that the house isn't creepy, because it most certainly is, as you're about to see. Throughout the vast majority of the video, we follow the crew as they make their way through the house, proceeding to check every room. They don't seem to find anything for a long while, so they eventually decide to make an effort to contact any potential spirits in the house by using a debug box. And sure enough, it doesn't take long at all for things to start hitting the fan as the crew proceeds to hear this unsettling noise somewhere nearby.
What the f, dude? Where is that coming from? Is that from upstairs or?
I think it's coming from the attic.
Did you? Dude, the closet door's closed. I didn't close the closet.
Are you sure you didn't close that closet?
I swear I didn't close the closet.
You're
what the f, dude? Dude is spinning, man. How did they from up there to down there and not like falling into pieces?
Dude, what the f, man?
I didn't know they even played music. Man, you crazy for going in there.
What am I supposed? We can't just run from this. People give us so much for this.
I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty cool and all for a fun, yeah, cool, but not cool at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
As you can see, the music box was the source of the eerie noise they had been hearing, but obviously the big question is, how in the world did this music box start playing seemingly all by itself? We obviously know that music boxes are incapable of doing that, meaning somebody or something must have wound it up and then left. Another interesting thing to point out is that this same music box could be seen at around the 5.5 minute mark in the video, albeit in a different place. Although at this point the crew is undoubtedly growing more and more scared by the second, they continue on with their investigation, which proves to be a mistake, as they soon come into contact with something terrifying.
Yeah, look, how did that thing turn on? Like, straight up, bro. That's some... I ain't messing with you. Look, how did that thing turn on? Like, yeah, look, how did that thing turn on? Like, yeah, look, how did that thing turn on?
They didn't see it at the time of the recording, but right behind one of the men you can make out what appears to be a strange shadow-like figure lurking in the darkness, almost as if it's waiting for its next victim. It's just a good thing that the folks over at Signs and Signals managed to get out soon after, or else who knows what kind of terrifying things could have happened to them. This video comes to us yet again from the aforementioned Sir Spooks subreddit that you can access and share paranormal videos to. This clip was published by YouTuber known as Exploring with Eric on March 31st, 2020 and is titled Alone in a Haunted Cemetery at 3 AM. Just a few minutes into the video, Eric is talking to his audience about the location that he's just getting ready to fully explore. However, at the same time, something horrifying has already happened by this point, and Eric seems to have missed it, judging by the fact that he has no reaction. It's easy to miss for sure. About 2.5 minutes in, Eric is talking to his fans and is panning the camera around the cemetery, which is when something creepy appears if you look close enough. Be sure to look right now for something strange in Eric's video.
There's a little path over there, which is really cool. I'm going to show you guys in a bit. But guys, please be my eyes and ears. If you guys see anything crazy, please let me know in the comments section below. So yeah, so one thing I do want to address is my intentions on why I'm here. I'm here to communicate with any spirits that are lurking to this day, possibly share their story, and go from there.
If you missed it, as Eric is panning the camera to the tree branch area, we can make out what appears to be a cloaked figure standing completely still near one of the gravestones. Just a few seconds later, it appears as if the figure has totally vanished from the area without a trace, leaving it unsure as to what this figure was and what it wanted that night. What do you think this figure was? Be sure to leave all of your thoughts on this entry as well as the others down in the comment section below. This next entry is without a doubt one of the most fascinating and equally scary stories that I have read about in a long time. It seemingly all began toward the end of November 2020, when villagers in the district of Sabak Benam, Malaysia, said that they heard an unexplainable knocking at their front doors for numerous days. Happening in several villages surrounding the district of Sabak Benam, this knocking phenomenon allegedly happened at around 10 PM every night. I'm about to show you 3 separate videos recorded by residents in the area who experienced this strange knocking, so you can see and hear for yourself just how bizarre this whole scenario really was. In this first clip, a woman is sitting on her bed as she points her camera toward her front door, at which point we begin to hear the knocking, which sounds like one normal knock done every second. Take a look at this. A second clip, filmed by a woman named Kick Anna, showcases a similar incident, although this knocking sounds quite a bit faster than the previous one. In the third video, Anna and what could be her boyfriend go outside to see if they can spot anybody nearby that could have caused the knocking sounds. And this is what they found.
Bob, baru terjadi sekarang ini, Bob. Bob, baru terjadi sekarang ini, Bob.
If this was just happening to one person, it would be creepy. But the fact that this knocking happened to several people every night at around the same time makes it all the more terrifying. Let's hope that these people were able to finally get some much needed comfort since these incidents. Evan Luft posted the following clip to his YouTube channel that was filmed in broad daylight, the time of day when you probably feel most comfortable walking around outside. The sun is shining and darkness isn't anywhere in sight, but as this video proves, just because it's sunny out doesn't mean you can't get a good scare. In the video, we watch as Evan slowly walks underneath a bridge, seemingly searching for something, but we don't know what. However, judging by his slow and careful steps, it's apparent that he does not want to be making too much noise. All seems to be going pretty well, that is, until he makes a startling discovery that sends him fleeing from the scene immediately. Although it may be a little bit difficult to see upon first inspection, if you take a good look at the dark area under the bridge, you can make out what appears to be some sort of creepy humanoid creature lurking in the area. It doesn't take Evan long to notice it, and when he does, he runs away as fast as he can, and honestly, who can blame him? Just keep this short and creepy video in mind next time you find yourself walking under a bridge. A YouTube channel called Paranormal Explorers specializes in uploading exactly the kind of content the title suggests. They definitely have a large selection of videos that subscribers can choose from, but one of them stands out amongst the crowd as being legitimately creepy. The video in question shows one of the crew members over at Paranormal Explorers as he explores the outside area of an abandoned building known as the Jessamine Dean Banquet Hall, which just so happens to be allegedly haunted. It's very wise that this YouTuber made sure to have a good look around the property first, before doing anything else, because you can certainly get a lot of crucial information about a building just by conducting a thorough search of the area. And as it turns out, this uploader managed to capture something incredibly scary, although it's something he only noticed later on. Take a look.
Part of it burnt down at the back. Cameras all over it. Alarms and everything.
Although it can only be seen for a brief second or two, if you look at the top window, you should be able to see what appears to be a strange shadow-like figure moving around the room inside, almost as if whoever or whatever it is watching the uploader, trying to determine whether or not he will make his way inside. Gratefully, during the investigation, he never comes into close contact with whatever that strange figure was. This YouTuber obviously enjoys doing these types of exploration videos, but I think it's more than safe to assume that he won't be visiting this particular place again anytime soon. A TikTok user named Christian Kirtley, better known by his username on the platform Kirtley24, shared a video to the social media platform in which him and presumably his friend are having fun making a comedic style video, which is something you would expect to find on the platform. But, as we've learned in the past, you can also expect to find scary content on TikTok.
This is us after 6 shots of... Carrie, did you see that?
The way the dog closes naturally, and the reaction by Christian seems quite authentic to me. Instead of panicking or sounding extremely stressed out by the situation, he simply sounds careful and slightly weirded out by asking, "Carrie, did you see that?" Not only that, but his facial expression as soon as he notices the door closing is one that reads like genuine confusion. But then again, this definitely could have been set up by Christian and his friend in the hopes to get a ton of views on TikTok. But this could also be a creepy piece of ghostly evidence caught on camera. Which is it? I'll let you be the judge. Taking your dog out for a walk is something that millions of people all around the world do on a daily basis in order for their beloved pet to get some fresh air and some good exercise for the day. It's a very common activity, and one that you would think is totally safe. However, as evidenced by the following video, that's not always the case. In the footage, we watch as a girl walks her dog late at night in a forest. Everything is going completely fine until eventually the dog begins to react to something in the distance, causing the girl to be confused. She scans her surroundings but is unable to see what her dog is so scared of, before eventually continuing on with their nightly walk. But as you're about to see, something is definitely there in the forest with them.
Come on, Bruce. What's up? Come on. Come on. Oi. Come on. Bruce. Come on.
Off to the girl's right, a creepy figure dressed in all black and with a long face and big eyes can be seen standing right near a tree, ominously staring directly at her and her dog. Interestingly, it seems as if the girl did not notice this eerie figure at the time of filming, because whenever her camera pans to the figure in question, she does not have any sort of reaction to the figure standing near her. However, it's more than safe to assume that she noticed it when she got home and reviewed the footage, where she probably got goosebumps all over her body upon realizing that what started off as a nice relaxing stroll with a dog was actually something much more sinister. Judging by the figure's appearance, it is safe to assume that it could be some sort of alien-like creature. So what do you think? Did this young girl manage to film authentic footage of an alien spotted in the woods? Is this some other type of creature, or is this whole thing completely fake? Be sure to let me know your opinion in the comments below. Although the previously mentioned skinwalker is definitely an incredibly creepy urban legend that many people are fascinated by, it doesn't come close to how scary the creepypasta of the rake goes. For those that are unaware, the rake is a tall creature that is widely believed to be a humanoid with lanky limbs and is said to attack humans due to unknown reasons. In this video published to the YouTube channel Memestar Rodriguez on January 5th, 2020, a man is walking around an undisclosed location somewhere in Texas and says he wants to show everybody a base that he built a while ago with his cousin. However, as soon as he starts to showcase the base, Rodriguez gets the scare of his life.
Hey guys, I just wanted to show you guys my cool base that I made a while ago with my cousin. It's really nice. See, we got the entrance all fenced off. Got this thing, I don't know what it is. Oh. Well, that stinks. But yeah, we got some chairs. What was that? Is that a cow? What is that? Oh, frick!
Rodriguez sounded genuinely confused and unsettled by what he sees off in the distance, but when the rake makes its first true appearance and begins to charge at him, Rodriguez abruptly ends the video. Thankfully, we do get a good look at the figure in the video, and it looks quite authentic. If this is some sort of costume or computer-generated imagery, then it is definitely among the best I've seen. Right down to the skin color and the limbs, this creature looks real and scary. Rodriguez has uploaded one other unrelated video to his channel after this one, so it appears as though he made it out of the forest alive, but something like that is certainly going to scar somebody for life. On March 3rd, 2021, a YouTuber named Mel Murder uploaded a video to her channel which showcases her walking around in a Swedish forest late at night, where it's just her, the trees and outstretched darkness as far as the eye can see. However, little does the YouTuber know there is one other thing that's in the forest with her that night. In the description of the video, Mel Murder says that she was trying to make a story for her Instagram page while taking a walk in the forest late at night. Upon uploading the stories to her account, she immediately received a plethora of direct messages from her followers telling her that there was something rather unsettling that she captured at one point in the video, causing her to go back and review the footage. What she saw absolutely petrified her.
Mel Murder den här veckan och jag undrar vad han kommer ställa för diagnos på mig och alltså.
Peering out from behind a tree, you can make out what appears to be some sort of mysterious ghost or creature keeping Mel Murder company. In the video, the uploader insists that she has absolutely no idea what this thing is and says that she did not fake anything. To this day, she's completely clueless as to what she ended up capturing on camera. What do you think she filmed that night? Was this some sort of a ghost? Or a humanoid entity? I'll let you be the judge. The following video was published to YouTube on February 16th, 2011 by a young woman named Steph. In the description of the video, Steph provides some interesting context, explaining her thoughts regarding the creepy video, stating, quote, "This is a video I took for my roommate when he was out of town. I didn't see anything strange at all when I was taping. I only noticed a few days later when I put the video onto my computer. I don't like this stuff, I never did, so I didn't handle it very well and didn't stay at my house for a while. I've been reading about paranormal stuff since this night, and I'm learning a lot." End quote. So what in the world did Steph manage to capture on film that day that's been terrifying her ever since? Well, without further ado, let's take a look.
Videotaping? Yeah, it's for Stan. I won't break them. Michelle's getting like really good at the drums. So you might have some competition when you get back. We love you, we'll see you soon.
As you can see, in the video, we watch as Steph videotapes her friend playing a rock band drum kit. On the surface, all looks to be perfectly normal, especially during the first initial seconds. But if you look in the corner, you can see a strange, pale figure standing still in the closet across the room. Obviously, as you can probably expect, this is definitely something that would terrify anybody who managed to film something such as this. But however heart-stopping this video is, Steph has stated that she is trying to make sense of everything, stating, quote, "I'm getting more comfortable with the idea of a presence in my house. I've learned that just because something is there, it doesn't mean that it's there to hurt you, or that it is evil. I'm trying to remember that to comfort myself." End quote. And while what Steph says is true, it still would be a wise idea to keep a good lookout on things. Interestingly, Steph has not uploaded any videos to her channel since March of 2011, and nobody knows what she's up to these days. Let's just hope that she's living in peace these days and no longer has to worry about being watched by an unexpected visitor.